What's going on, y'all? Okay. So we are back. We are back. We are back. Um, my freaking gum is hurting like girl. I think my wisdom tooth is trying. I gotta get them things pulled. But anyway, that's not why we here. We are here for the Shy, okay? Shy season what? This season 5, episode 6. Bring it home to me. Um, how did I feel about this episode? I I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It kind of dragged a little bit. I would say it really wasn't that interesting to me, but I see that I feel like some of these episodes are trying to build up to something, and I really hope that when we get to the end, to like the at least episode 9, because I think it's gonna be 10 episodes this season, right? So when we get to probably at least episode 9 or maybe 8, and then we get probably the end of 8, and then we get to episode 9 leading up to episode 10. I just hope those are some fire episodes, okay? Because you cannot end the season on a dead note. You can't end it on a dull note or anything like that. You got to end it on a way that makes up for what people probably felt the beginning season was, and that's going to make people want to come back for season 6 if there's a season 6. If there's not a season 6, I wouldn't be surprised. If there's not a season 6, okay. But we're not gonna put that out there in the atmosphere. But I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, moving on from that, let's get into the show. So, because we here, because I see your comments. I see your comments. And I share most of the same thoughts that y'all do as well. But I still enjoy the show. I just wanted to get a little bit better. Okay. I just needed to get back on track because it really has lost its way to a certain extent. But anyway, we're going to go with what we got. Season 5, episode 7. Nope, this is episode 6. First of all, Emmett, Keisha. Keisha, you let that man fuck you like that on that couch? I mean, everybody else is making love. Okay, the episode is starting off, and everybody else is just going slow with it. You know what I'm saying? Just really getting into it. Then we get Darnell and freaking Jada. They getting it too. We get what's her name? Rob and Tiff. He holding her. I said, damn. All right, let me tell you something. When I do look at porn, okay, straight people porn especially, yeah, I'm gonna say, if I ever look at straight people porn, because I have my moments where I do. That sometimes it's just all that be there that, I could find for right then. But anyway, it is something about, and mostly amateur porn, it is something about when a man can hold a woman up and fuck her like that. Okay? I don't know. It just does something to me. I was like, you know what? You strong. Okay? And that back was wide as fuck. I said, all right. And I was just picturing like Tiana Taylor and Iman. You know what I'm saying? Drop the tape, sis. Drop the tape. Okay, that is a tape that I want to see. I done seen already Miracle and Diamond, or I should say Tyler Lepty. We saw a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? When we was looking at P Valley a couple of weeks ago. But baby, Iman and Tiana, we're waiting. Okay, moving on from that, they doing their thing. Even Victor and Miss Fatima, she up there doing it. Okay, they all sensual, they all seductive, it's all sexy. And then we get to Emmett and Keisha, and he ramming it like a goddamn jackrabbit. Okay, bang 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 bang. I said, goddamn, slow up, girl, slow up, sir. I said, she taking it though. She taking it. Oh, I said, so everybody getting their freak on this morning, okay? So we go through, the whole situation with Fatima. Baby, girl, it must have been so good to Fatima. Fatima was laying there smoking that weed. I said, I know that's right, ma'am. I know that's the fuck right. Victor, you did what had to be done, okay? You gave what needed to be given. Okay, let me tell you something. Victor and Fatima, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I'm here for them being together, and I just, like, I'm a little worried, just like some of y'all was saying too, because like I said, we share the same thoughts. Even though I may not say it, it's because I probably forgot to say it, and then y'all brought it to my forefront, okay? And it was like, yeah, bitch, we on the same page. And my whole thing is this. Fatima and Victor's relationship can go either way, okay? The way that she stood up in that meeting and put it on blast that Imani was the one, a trans woman, and make sure to say trans woman because, Fatima is a trans woman as well, just in case those that don't know by now, because people are still asking. I just don't understand how come y'all still asking. Yes, Victor has a type and it's trans women, and that's very much okay. And so, she made a point to put him on the spot, so that Imani can get her props and her credit, and it was almost as if the way, I don't know if she put him on the spot just for that or for him to try to get him to release his tea. You know what I'm saying? That he do like trans women and that this whole situation with Tiara is a little bit of a front, okay? Well, it ain't a little bit of front. It really is a front, And I was just like, I tucked that away, But then, they started talking off the record, and I just saw the vibe and the chemistry between both of them. And just because there's a vibe and the chemistry between people don't mean that everybody in that partnership is on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can have that chemistry, but it could be some snake shit going on. So Fatima keep on talking about, last week she said she not going to be no secret. After they get through doing what they doing, he laying on her and everything. He talking about she was talking about after Victor came late on her, she talking about I don't wanna, I'm starting to feel like a mistress. I said, girl, shut up. I'm so sorry, like, baby. When Fatima said that shit, I said, girl, shut up. Shut up and just ride this wave for right now, okay? Ride the wave until the campaign is over with, because you already know what it is. Because Victor gives me the tease that he had already told Fatima that, yeah, I'm fucking around with, well, I ain't even fucking around with that girl. I'm just playing like that's my girlfriend just for front so that I can get these votes just in case I want to go ahead when I announce my candidacy for councilman, okay? That's what it is. I'm like, Fatima, you just going to have to ride the wave. You knew what it was. You knew what it was off the rip. And what I don't understand is, how come ain't nobody blew up Victor's spot yet? And what I mean by that is, that people already knew, especially out there in the streets in the neighborhood or whatever, that Victor was with a trans woman. Not saying that it was a bad thing, but you know how niggas are. You know how people are, especially black people. Very much judgmental and all that, and non-acceptance of certain things, okay? And that is one situation. And I'm just so surprised that he has made it this far where he's doing interviews, he's going to churches, and he got the church ladies on his side and everything. And, he got Papa's goddamn daddy. First of all, we didn't see Papa this whole episode. We saw his daddy though, okay? And we see exactly where he get it from. But because he was being a little bit judgmental. He know Victor T. Y'all see when he went down there and he was talking to Victor, he was like, people was trying to say that it's a rumor going around saying that, you and your relationship with Tiara is a little bit of a front. And he was like, I don't lie. I said, Victor, you lied just right there. You lied right there. And I said, don't worry about it, Victor, because it's Papa's daddy. Papa's daddy crooked. Y'all remember he was about to get brought up on some charges and go to jail, okay? Yeah, he crooked or whatever. And did you hear when he said, I don't lie? And then Papa Daddy was looking at him like, and then he let out that chuckle. Like, yeah, okay. I said, oh, no. We're going to have to put a lookout on him because, he wants them to announce the candidacy up at the church and all that stuff. And I got a feeling that motherfucker probably going to do some shiesty stuff if he don't. So, hell, there was that. But, Fatima girl, I don't know about her. Like, I want it to happen because I want Victor to have love. After Imani left, you know what I'm saying? You can't stay single. Yeah. But honestly, it could be like, just stay single for a minute, get to know yourself or whatever, and see how that feel. I just don't understand what people just don't want to stay single for a minute after a breakup. Everybody just got to move on to the next person, and it just makes no sense to me. Okay, it's like you're afraid to be alone, or you just can't be alone by yourself. Sometimes you need to heal so you won't bring that baggage to another relationship. And Victor is bringing a lot of baggage. Miss Fatima girl, you shouldn't have indulged, okay? You shouldn't have indulged. You saw a piece. You said that man looked good as fuck, okay? And I want to see how it worked, and you got to see how it worked. And now you talking about I feel like a mistress. I said, girl, first of all, you the main lady, okay? And second of all, you know what the situation is, so just chill on that. But I really hope that she does not do anything fucked up, meaning that, she tried to out him or, put that out there and cause she gets scorned some way or whatever because it's not going the way that she wants to go, meaning that, he's not putting her on his arm and going public with her the way that he's playing around with Tiara. Tiara really gotta go, okay? Rosalind, aka Candy, come get your bitch because I'm tired. I'm tired of her voice, okay? Mama got upset at the fact that, he didn't open up the door for her when he got in the car. Girl, girl. If anything, she gonna play her part. She playing her part. She playing her part. She getting her cash. Okay. She said we gonna win this campaign. You know. And for the most part, I can't really be mad at her. It's just her voice is so irritating. Her voice is so irritating. I be like, damn, bitch, put a little bit of bass up in that shit, okay? I can't stand that little Barbie. It's grinding on my ears or whatever. But I get it. I get it. She's playing a role and she's playing up to it, so she is doing a good job. I will say that. No shade to the actress that's playing that. You mean that's it's not your fault that your voice sound like that. It's the same way it's not my fault that my voice be deep sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I be hearing it rumbling in my throat. And I be like, damn, bitch, is it a nigga up in there? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it. But, they was practicing, since we talking about Victor, let's just go ahead. They was practicing at one point his speech, what he was supposed to give at the little charity event for Rock, right? And then his mama come up in there. And so she was listening and it made him a little bit nervous, but then I realized that it wasn't nervousness, that it really was. It was apprehension, and it was almost as if he don't know if he can fully trust his mother, okay? Because, he was going to give a personal experience, and he was going to use his mother as an example, her addiction and everything, and, how she's trying to overcome that because she's still staying at the Trinity house, right? And so he could barely get through the speech, and even the mom, she realized what was going on with that. The only person that's actually in that family that's truly giving her a full chance is Jake. Okay. So Jake, when they actually do the little charity event, he do have a conversation with her, and I think she already knew that something was going on. And I actually like the relationship Jake was developing with her, because I know some people felt like, when a few episodes ago, when Victor went over there to Duda and he was like, I'm not finna run for no councilman or whatever and lie about being with this girl or whatever. And then that's when he found out if he don't, they gonna take Rock away and all that stuff. And so when Peaches came up into the office and was like, oh, look at you. Hey, Duda. People thought that, she was on Duda's side, you know what I'm saying? And it was planned. I don't think that was planned so that they can go ahead and get Triggs, or I should say Victor, to go ahead and, take the position. I don't think that was planned, especially after this episode, because she realized, the only person that's truly on her side that's giving her a chance is Jake. And that's maybe because he's young and he's still living. And Jake has this sense of, as people was pointing out last week when we was talking about the fact that, Gemma and Jake having this decision whether or not to keep the baby or not, and how Jake is so much about keeping the baby, is mainly because, he wants that sense of family and security, and I guess to probably love something and have somebody love him the way that he was not raised. You know what I'm saying? He wants to do he wants to give somebody something that wasn't given to him. You know what I'm saying? A sense of family and all that. And even his mother, when she found out that, he had a baby coming, she said, you'll be a best father. You'll be a better father than I was to you, a better parent than I was to you, to your child. Okay. She didn't get upset. And honestly, I don't know if she had the right to get upset if she could, because she really wasn't there in his life. Granted, any parent probably would be upset with their teen child getting pregnant, but, you weren't really there. And her question was, did you tell Victor? He was like, no, I didn't tell Victor because I tried, and I'm just scared because I don't want to make him mad, especially during this campaign. And we already saw on the next week's preview, he going to be pissed. He going to be pissed because what I feel like they're trying to turn it and trying to show that Victor is At first he was hesitant in getting into this campaign, but then now, especially from that preview from next week, in the way that he reacts to Jay talking about, so I'm out here trying to run for these councilmen and all this stuff, and how do I look having a teenage brother who's got somebody pregnant, finna be a teen father. He's all about his image now, and it's like he cares what people say more so than truly being himself. You know what I'm saying? The image that he's trying to portray. But he get up there, he give his little speech or whatever, and it gets to the part where he was supposed to do the example about his mom, but he switched it up after looking at her, and he started talking about Rashad and him being in jail and him getting out and changing his ways and trying to, be a mentor for the young boys out here now to not go down the same path. Rashad was so taken aback. Bad you. Speaking of Rashad, who was them pictures? Okay, See, what you not gonna do is I need you to delete them pictures. I need you to delete them messages. I don't give a fuck if these women's is all up in your inbox or whatever saying good morning, Shy. Good morning, Shy. Delete, 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 delete. Okay, because Deja is a good woman. Okay, Deja exfoliated your skin. Deja got you drinking water on the regular. Okay, so take that, and delete that. All right. So Peaches had asked him at the end, why you didn't say me? And basically what it comes down to is, and she realized that he's really scared and don't trust the fact that she's not going to relapse. And that's what it is. So he needed more time to test it out. I'm like, you here for a couple of months or whatever. I see you doing good, but that don't mean that you cannot relapse or whatever. And to be honest, Victor, you have to understand that when it comes to addiction, once an addict, you're always an addict. So no matter if you stay clean for a month or 10 years, there's still going to be a possibility within all of that time that there could be a relapse, okay? So on the one hand, I get his apprehension. He's been hurt and everything by the mom or whatever because of what she was going through. But also I feel like she has yet to show that she was trying not to do better. You know what I'm saying? She has yet to slip. And I felt bad because the way that she looked afterwards, I said, oh my God, please don't let this be the reason that she do slip, because she can't get the love that she want or, the acceptance that she want from her son. Even though we know that he loves her. We know that he loves her. We know that he's proud of her for doing what she's doing now. But I was just really scared, because then they went to go see where she was, and she didn't even come back to the Trinity house, left a goddamn letter. She said, my name is Peaches, but I'm finna be Aaliyah for right now, okay? I'm finna send you not a 4-page letter. I'm gonna send you a half a letter, okay? And I'm gonna just let you know, I get it, but since you feel the way that you feel, I'm gonna just have to leave y'all for right now, okay? And I felt so bad, because now Victor gonna have that on his heart and his conscience and be like, I'm the reason why mama left again. And he was sitting there crying. I said, oh my God. Y'all know I love it seeing the black men cry. Not in those sadistic type of way. It just warms my heart. Because, niggas don't be showing their emotions. I be like, oh my God, baby, just go ahead and cry. Cry. Ooh. I feel bad. I feel bad at the end of that. Darnell and Jada. Baby, after they got through having sex, Darnell and them, they get into a little conversation, and basically he talking about let's move to the next level. And I said, what's the next level? He talking about consolidating bills and shit and moving in. Jada said, hell no. Okay, now let me tell you something, Mr. Darnell. That is exactly what I just got through doing with Swade, and that's what led us to be back together, because he wanted to move in, he wanted to do all that shit together, and I just really wasn't here for it. And I don't see nothing wrong with wanting to have your own space, especially when you at that age that they is, and then you dealing with somebody like him. He was like, I'm putting all my hoes on back burner. I'm just about to be about you. Okay, that's just what it is. I said, what about your kids, Darnell? Because some of them kids, let me tell you something, some of them kids was literally young as hell, okay? They probably was, I'm pretty sure he had a couple that was under 5, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, are you up there taking care of your kids or whatever while you over here fucking around with that? And that's one thing, I can be with somebody that got a kid, maybe 2, depending on how much I like you, but 2, 1.5 and up, No, ask me how you do that math. 1.5, you get past 1.5, baby, I just can't do it, okay? I just can't do it. Because I just know that the time is not going to be focused on me, and I'm the type of person, I need a little bit of affection, okay? Like, if I text you, text me back. You know what I'm saying? And don't text me back in like 3 hours. No, I'll give you at the most 30 minutes to text me back. You know what I'm saying? Before I feel some type of way. Like, damn, bitch, you can't text me back. Girl, because I literally just got on somebody that was doing that. Like, I didn't get on them, but we eventually had a conversation about it. And I didn't make it a big deal because I know that they was going through some stuff or whatever. I was like, but baby, you don't have to change this because I really be liking talking to you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I be really concerned. You know, when you concerned about your peoples or whatever, I'm like, damn, who I'm a kiki with and what's going on? Like, are you okay? You mean while you're over there suffering and ain't saying nothing? I'm like, damn it, bitch, we here. Talk to us, okay? Y'all gotta open up y'all mouth sometimes and stop trying to do shit on your own all the damn time. Anyway, bitch, that's what you get when you a friend with me, in a relationship with me. If you need me, bitch, when I tell you I'm gonna be there. I'm just that type of person. I hate looking at people that I care about, that I love, and seeing them struggle. You know what I'm saying? And if I can't, if the only thing that I can do is offer some words or offer a shoulder to cry on or offer you just a place to chill at for to get your mind off of shit, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's just me. You need a couple of dollars to get some gas, girl. Cash out. What's your Zelle? Sorry, what's your Zelle? That's just me. That's just me. Okay, but off that. He got up in his feelings because Jada said, "Listen, the next man that I live with, we getting married. We gonna be married." Darnell felt some type of way about that shit. I said, damn, Darnell, so you said you love her. This is the love of your life. This your soulmate and everything. But what about the marriage stuff? When she say something about marriage, that just froze you up and get you all pissed. And as he said, cause I mean, was talking to her all rude. What you want, woman? I said, I done gave you some good ass sex. Okay, I done gave you some good ass sex, and you gonna come up in here acting nasty like that? He said, you got me all hot under the collar. I said, oh, that is so old. I ain't heard that in a long time, okay? In a long time. But I was like, Darnell, stop acting, okay? You know you want this lady. You know what she's saying is true. She really don't trust you the way that you think that she does, okay? She's still trying to get the feel back in. And baby, see, let me tell you something. I ain't got time to be going through this with somebody I already know that hurt me before, okay? Because I have whiplash and flashbacks and all that shit. So next thing you know, she was like, you know what? And I hear you. Let me take you out on a date, okay? Since you took me out on a date, let me take you out on a date. He was like, fine, you take me out on a date. We all talk about equality, right? I'll let you know which Red Lobster I want to go to. I said, not Red Lobster. She said, first of all, no, I'm going to pick the place. She wound up picking this place with a Steppers place. If you haven't been in the Midwest, especially Chicago, I'm pretty sure Detroit probably do it too, because a lot of things Chicago do, Detroit do too. Like, Detroit is like our cousin, okay? Our little cousin that just follow us around, and we just best friends. You know what I'm saying? So we footwork. I'm pretty sure they footwork. We juke and hip roll and all that shit. They do that too. You know, and stepping. So we do stepping out here. That's why the infamous R. Kelly did the song "Step in the Name of Love," because we are a big stepping city. And so she took them to this place, and they had a good time. And when they came back home, they was tired. They was tired. And it was like, you remember, they old as fuck. Now, let me tell you something. Now, Jada said, don't you take your ass to sleep. Jada went up in there, and she went and put her lingerie on. Jada had a little body on her. I said, now, Jada, that's what we want to see, okay? You ain't have to be all, provocative and put your titties all out all the goddamn time. But you don't also got to wear clothes that make you look older than what you are. And plus that hair. Y'all thought I wasn't going to do it, okay? But I'm about to do it. Because, listen, Jada came out there, right? I'm finna talk about two scenes. Jada came out there. It only looked okay when she had the little lingerie on in her last scene when she was about to give Darnell some, but Darnell was knocked the fuck out. Okay? I was mad because Jada was ready. She was up in that closet like this. She was posing this shit. She had that thigh out. She had the titties in that bustier or whatever. And she was like, Darnell. That motherfucker said, I said, oh, wow, so you really are asleep. I said, is his hairpiece still on? That earpiece, bitch. Girl, I'm sitting here like, what is happening? But when they was doing it at the beginning, I just kept on looking at her hair. I said, man, that probably would have turned me off. I know that's shallow. I know it's just not doing it for me. Change it. Change it. Change the color. I don't know. A new cut. A new do. A new color. Do something, bitch. Okay. But anyway, I said, damn, Darnell, you can't hang. All right. Meanwhile, let me get Kevin's little situation out the way. I don't understand why they put this up in here. It just seemed at the I don't know if they setting it up so that it could be like a threesome between like a little threesome between Kevin, Lene, and his girlfriend Simone. And she's so oblivious to what's going on. And I ain't even gonna say oblivious. It's almost like, well, he needs to deal with certain things, but she's not gonna get upset and whatever. She's just so lackadaisical about it. Like, that ain't my issue, that's y'all issue. You know what I'm saying? And I told him that he needs to do this and do that or whatever. So he got invited to come to this gamers league or whatever. She up there doing some astrology cards and all that stuff, and he's not into astrology. It's literally opposites attract. But the difference is, even though he's not into what she's into most of the time, he'll sit there and listen. You know what I'm saying? He voiced his opinion. I ain't about the astrology, but something caught his ear where he started inquiring. You know what I'm saying? He didn't completely brush her off. And then he got the invitation to go to this gamer thing. She didn't want to go because, well, gaming is not her thing. But she said, I'll go just to, root you on. I said, okay, cool. So he go there, everybody see that he a good dude, and I guess he got a little rep for this dude to give him $100 in crypto, because he was like, nigga, I ain't got crypto. Okay, he was like, I'll spot you, I'll get it back to you and all that stuff. And of course, he did live up to what his reputation was in the gaming world. And then there was this one dude that was like, I guess the big dude out in there, and he went against him and he lost. He lost a stack. I said, oh, not 1,000. But he gained respect. He gained respect from dude. He said, we need new blood. You come back. And he got recruited into the group. And so when they get home, he was about to say what happened and to Lene. And, Simone, I guess, kind of stopped him or whatever. And it was like, Lene was like, well, how she know what's going on? She was like, because she was there. That's what he said. She was there. And Lene gets in her feelings like, I wouldn't know because you ain't, y'all like Velcro. Y'all like joined at the hip and everything. I said, oh, Lene, are we a little bit jealous? And just walked off and stumped upstairs and everything. I said, oh. I feel like it's probably gonna be a little bit of jealousy going on. Even though they could have kept that scene, it was cute. Moving on. Tiffany. Tiffany and Rob, after they get through doing what they doing, she up there talking to him, talking about something. I wanna meet your supplier. I said, what? Because, he sells drugs. She sell weed, too. And so she wanted me his supplier because she was like, I want to be independent, okay? And I want to do my own thing or whatever. That's what it is. I don't want to act like I'm working or feel like I'm working for you or whatever. So at first, Rob was like, no. But then he was like, all right, I'll hook that shit up. Bitch, why she go to see somebody? And I'm looking at the nigga that's sitting down at the table that she go up in there to see in this club. And I was like, is that Nuck? Because sometimes these light skins just be blended in together. Don't get offended. Let me tell you something. One thing that I do, I never crack jokes on a dark skinned person because that's just disrespectful. And I know the logic is about to, the logic is probably gonna sound a little bit ignorant, but maybe because I'm light skinned and I know, because light skinned people get their way sometimes throughout the society, unfortunately. And I'm here to say some of y'all need to be fucking humbled, okay? That's all that I'm gonna say on that. And that's why I crack a joke on a light skinned bitch in a minute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay? Because listen, some of y'all is not cracked up what y'all act like, okay? What y'all think, okay? Like, calm that shit down. But I was like, that nigga, is that Nut? Girl, hell yeah, that was Nut. She talked about something. I want to meet your supplier. Girl, he cleared everybody up out that room. Everybody just left this girl come over there rubbing her up. She was like, what you doing? You up here asking some shit like that makes me want to think that you probably wearing a wire. Of course she wasn't wearing a wire, but come to find out the supplier is Q. I said, Q? Wow, all right. Why didn't I see that coming and why didn't I know that? I said, kind of makes sense. So then, she go back and she see Rob and she in her feelings about it, because of the way it went down. But then she gets a phone call from Emmett because Emmett is like, listen, we need to talk. Okay. She was like, what? What we need to talk about? It's important. Man, I hope this is not one of them things where you trying to win me back or whatever. Like, that's not it. He said, no, I'm just trying to talk because it involves all of us. I said, what? Mind you, this whole situation between Tiffany, Emmett, and Keisha is about to get messy a little bit. Because after Emmett and Keisha did what they did, Keisha has been saying since the first time they kissed or whatever, or they initially had sex, that they need to tell Tiffany. When they first had sex and then Tiffany had called him, she said, why didn't you tell her that I was in the room? And then she didn't answer the phone. And then she said, we need to tell him. We need to tell Tiffany or whatever. She's been the main one saying, let's tell this girl what's going on. And this situation is complicated because Emmett, although I understand where he's coming from, why do I need to tell her when she moved on to a whole nother nigga and never told me? And I said, I get that. Touche, tit for fucking tat. That's what he owned. But it's deeper than that because now Tiffany and Keisha are good friends. And I find it weird because somebody mentioned this to me on Twitter too. I do find it weird that they wrote it so that Tiffany and Keisha are now friends. And then later on, we heard Tiffany say that Keisha was her good friend. Almost like a bestie. That's what she was almost about to say. She said, my good friend, Keisha. I said, okay. I didn't know y'all was that close. And it's weird because they never had a connection before. Season 1, when we first saw Keisha, I believe she was fucking around with Emmett. Mind you, Emmett had already had, EJ is probably, 3-4 years old? No, EJ probably 4 or 5 years old right about now. But, so that means the baby was already here, you know what I'm saying? Or did she just have him? Either way, he was fucking both of them at one point and probably at the same time. And that's why Tiffany could not stand Keisha. Remember when they first got that apartment and they came down there and Tiffany kept on giving her the stank eye and all that shit. Now all of a sudden, because, Keisha went through what she went through with the kidnapping situation, all of a sudden they're cool now. Okay, they're good girlfriend. Let's put all of that shit to the side. And it's like, that's why I asked, do you think girl code is being broken? Because, I feel as though Keisha had him first, but Tiffany wound up getting him and getting pregnant by him. But then they start becoming friends. And technically speaking, that was both y'all men. So is it really breaking girl code? But I can see it because y'all actually were friends. And then, when Emmett finally told her, because, Emmett had a conversation with Dom. The way that they pulled Dom out of nowhere and made it seem like Dom was at the back of the kitchen the whole time for the past 5 episodes that we did not see her. Okay, talking about the boiler won't come on, the propane tanks ain't there, talking about how Darnell called her Jada in the middle of them having sex, and it's so crazy how I fucked you, then I go fuck your daddy, and then your daddy go leave me for your mama. I said, that do sound crazy as hell. That do sound crazy as hell, sis. You need to evaluate your life. When she said, I'm just saying, because your mama fine, and I could have been a third, okay? If that's what we wanted to do, bitch, I could have been a third. I said, Don, don't sell yourself short. But I would have liked to see it, though, okay? Because Darnell is not a bad-looking guy. Jada not a bad... Let me tell y'all something. You want to know the first thing I ever seen Jada on? I don't know if it's an HBO show, HBO movie or a Showtime movie, but it was called Stranger Inside, right? She was looking for her mother, okay? She was playing this girl that was looking for her mama, and her mama was in jail. So she thinking at this point that, This lady is supposed to be her mom. She like a real hardcore lesbian, okay? Like she like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my god, like Jada had cornrows and everything. And for the longest, bitch, because of that movie, I thought she was gay. I thought she was getting real life. You know what I'm saying? She just played it on here and she played it so well. I'm not gonna give it all the way, but it was fucked up what happened in it, okay? Basically, she got played. She got played by the bitch, but it's good. Just go look up Stranger Inside, okay, and look for her name. But yeah, I was like, that was back in the day when I was coming into my lesbianism, and I was just looking at a lot of stuff that was lesbian. So that's how kind of caught my eye. But I was like, I can see it. I can see it, la la. I mean, la la. You ain't got shit else to lose right about now. Okay, go ahead and do that. Shit, get dick down and get licked down. I mean, you want the I was about to say the Mercedes experience, but you want the Jada and Darnell experience. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, all right. But so basically Dom told Emmett, I'm basically saying that this whole thing led you back to where you were supposed to be at, and that's with Keisha. So, you told the truth, and now you finna be back with who you supposed to be with. He was like, so basically you saying the truth will show you and set you free and tell you what you're supposed to be. That's what she said, okay? I said, shut up, Emmett, and just tell the girl. And so he decides to have her come to the store, to the shop, and tell her, and she was like, what? So how long this been going on? How long this been going on? Was this going on while we was married? He was like, no, it just started. And I was like, why would you think that it was going on before y'all got married, or why y'all was married when Keisha was gone and she was mentally fucked up during that time? So no, it wasn't during the marriage, and that whole time he was trying to, their relationship was just built on some bullshit. They never should have got married, okay? Emmett wasn't ready. She wasn't ready. She still don't want to be in a monogamous relationship, okay, to be honest, if we want to go there. Emmett all of a sudden wants to be in a monogamous relationship, which is weird, given how he started off. It's like the tables have reversed. And so, of course, she's pissed off. She's pissed off because she feel like he crossed the line. Understandable, I get it. But at the same time, I still don't like the way she moved with Rob. She at the house and Rob like, what's wrong with you? And when he finally get out of her that, Emmett is fucking around with Keisha, he was like, okay, I mean, it's kind of fucked up a little bit. It's not really the ideal situation, but we grown. We grown. And if she makes him happy, let her make him happy. Why are you upset? Because that's my good friend. Like, why would you do that? And we not even divorced yet. Now, see, put a pause on that, because people been asking, are they divorced? Are they divorced? Now, see, this is a writing flaw. Go back 3 episodes when Keisha, I think it was 3 or 4 episodes when Keisha and Tiffany was either in Tiffany's room or Keisha's room, and they was talking, and Tiffany said the divorce has been finalized. And now y'all saying that it's not finalized. Which one is it? Is y'all divorced or is y'all not? Like, what's going on? Either way, you can't get mad at the fact that that ain't even no damn excuse, bitch. Because how you gonna get mad and use the excuse that y'all not divorced yet when you living with a whole nother nigga? And y'all not divorced yet according to you. I said, ma'am. Let that shit go, okay? And like, I mean, I get it. I get it, but it's messy. Whose side are y'all on? Y'all on Tiffany's side or y'all on Emmett and Keisha's side? I do like to see Emmett and Keisha together. I always wanted them to be together. I kind of knew that they was going to eventually end up together, but that's cool. But I get why Tiffany is pissed, but I also feel some type of way about Tiffany as well. You know what I'm saying? I would be more so pissed off at Keisha if Tiffany and Keisha started off as friends. That's why I'm not so pissed off at her. You know what I'm saying? But then I really be like, bitch, you dead ass breaking girl code. That's dead ass fucked up. But now, so moving on from that, back at that rock charity event, why Candy get up there talking about the real reason we here is because we're about to in 2024, the rock building is gonna be this big fancy building that look like an amphitheater or what is it? Yeah, an arena or some shit like that. I said, oh my God. So, of course, Tracy didn't know nothing about this. Rosalind said, "Bitch, y'all work for me, so you can't tell me nothing to freaking Victor." And at this point, I just don't understand why they acting surprised. Y'all are not in control anymore, and y'all technically never were. All right. Then we get this little scene with Tracy and Victor talking about whether or not they good people, and then we get Tracy talking about she gotta think sometimes whether or not she's doing all of this to make up for the fact that she the one that got Ronnie killed, and she got Coochie killed. Technically speaking, if you look at it, she did, because she went out and she told Ronnie, go take care of whoever it was, who go find whoever it was who killed my baby, and you take care of them. And she thought, well, Ronnie thought it was Coogie because Coogie had on Jason's necklace, and so he wound up killing him. Did not realize that that wasn't him. And Bakari was his best friend, and so Bakari took revenge on Ronnie and killed him. So all of this shit happened because of Tracy, and Tracy got that on her heart. So of course Victor had to try to make it seem like, no, we all good people. Are you really? Are you really? Girl, I don't know. I don't know. Um, Gemma and Maisha. Let me just put this little blurb up in there, because um Maisha, I want you to get away from Gemma on the manager side. Okay? I like the fact that they becoming cool. But, because Gemma did tell her, listen, your songs is good, but you need a hook. She was like, bitch, I don't need no goddamn hook. She said, yes, you need a hook. She said, I ain't trying to water down my shit. You ain't got to water down your shit, okay? Just throw a little hook up in there that's going to catch the attention, and the hook can be powerful, too, because sometimes the hook is really what grabs people sometimes, okay? That's what they remember. Put your message truly up in that hook or whatever. Girl, she talking about the baby or whatever, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna wind up trying to keep the baby. I wish they would have did more with Maisha. It's cool and everything that they got her doing the music and shit, but excuse me, I feel like they literally just, this is a throwaway. Like, what's the point? They just wanted to, they didn't want to get rid of the character Maisha, so let's just make it so that she doing a little bit of music here and there, and Gemma gonna help her. And it's like, I don't know. It just don't really. I don't know. I don't know. Um, y'all tell me how y'all felt about the episode, and any predictions of how y'all think this season might end. Do y'all think Fatima on the up and up? That's what I really want to know. Do y'all think Fatima is on the up and up, and do you think, whose side are you on? Are you on Tiffany's side, or are you on Keisha and Emmett's side? Given all the information that you put together and you weigh the pros and cons, whose side are you on? Put that down in the comments, and I will see you guys. Girl, I'll see y'all later on tonight for Love and Marriage DC reunion. Okay? Peace.